Here's a powerhouse indicator that you can use for your trading. Please trade it with caution because I am not a financial advisor. Okay, so the Fibonacci level is a powerful indicator we use in the stock market. Ideally, we use the Fibonacci retracement level. So if you're not familiar with the Fibonacci level, it comes all apart from the Fibonacci golden ratio. So let me give you some background about this. The Fibonacci was actually created by Leonardo Pisano Bigallo. He was an Italian mathematician from the Republic of Pisa, and that was during the Middle Ages of the 12th century. He made a mathematical rule called Fibonacci when he was solving a problem involving rabbits, growth of just rabbits, which solved it by using a sequence of numbers that came by, sort of like a cause and effect. It was called then the Fibonacci numbers. The sequences contain where each number is the sum of the previous two numbers. He omitted the numbers 0 and 1 as the first two numbers, then began the sequence with 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, and so on, so on. So it grabbed some of the previous ones. He carried that calculation up to the 13th place. From this is the reason why it's so powerful, because within this sequence, he found a golden ratio of 1.61, which is extremely reliable measurement tool used even in the length of a rectangle. It's used widely in geometry nowadays because of this mathematician. All right, so that's the background work of this indicator. Now, what's important is, okay, I know all this stuff, but how do we use this in the market? That's what we care about. Okay, so looking at the charts, the way how you use the Fibonacci levels, now that you understand the sequences, is like this. And then you remember that sequence 1.61, that's going to be relevant in a bit. So let me show you something. This is how we use this in the market. And we all know that uptrends have higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. If the price goes up from this point and it goes down, what do we have here? Well, we have a higher high and higher low. But in the Fibonacci level, we have about 3 points. These 3 points are identified as point 1 is going to be over here, and it's always going to be A. So this is point A. So the point A is always going to be the first area where the price began, the origin of it going up. Then the second area would be point B, which was the area where it did that top before it fell down. Okay, so it was right here because the price went up, and then afterwards it went down. Right when it goes down, right when it's at this low, this is now, you could say, class C or phase C. So the full sequence here is ABC. So you must have an ABC level. And the same is said invertedly, right? If the price was going down and it went up, it's the same thing. Only now that it's the opposite, this would be point A, which was the start of the downward movement, the origin, right? And then you have point B at the low, and point C, which you guys can see by just common sense that point C would be right over here. Okay, cool. So we understand that. We know that there needs to be 3 phases to this. It's the way how I find the most reliable Fibonacci measurement in the market is actually for the Fibonacci retracement level. Now, the retracement level grabs a range. So what is this range? It grabs 0 to 100%. The price started at this point, right? And then when did it go down? Well, it went down over here, okay? At the first area, right? Afterwards, it kept going up. This is like saying if the price was over here currently, you wouldn't know that the price would continue to go up, but all you knew that the price was going down. And this is what I meant by a 0 to 100 range. I go to the tool indicators. In this case, we're using trading views, and I click on this arrow and I find Fib retracement, which is the Fibonacci retracement level. Remember when I said the phase A, phase B, phase C? Every single time you're going to start this indicator at phase A and trace it all the way until phase B. Why? Because this is going to give you the length of phase C. This is going to show you which point is the low of the current price at in phase C right now. Over here, where did it go to? It went to 0.50. Now, you might be saying, okay, but the golden rule that we're waiting for is for it to go to the golden ratio, which is 0.61%, right? Yes, because the reason why we use this sequence in the first place is because it's been seen over a century by many other traders that this Fibonacci level range is actually moved upon patterns a lot of the times. A lot of the times when the price goes down by this measurement by 0.61%, it actually tends to rebound and shoot up. Or in other cases, if the price is going down and it goes up to that 0.61%, it just goes down. It's just, there's like a correlation with this range of measurement into the market's behavior. However, it also has been seen that the market tends to behave like this, not only with the 0.61% level, which is the ratio, or 0.618 to be precise, but also it responds towards the 0.50 level. The way how I use this level is that as long as the price is either hitting the 0.50 or the 0.618 level, either one, I would just enter on that level. When the price hit that 0.50 level, what ended up happening, it went up. This shows that this pattern does have a strength in the market. And you can see that it happens many times. Like if we just keep going up until the price went up, you can still keep this level and trace it over. Now, the reason why I don't do this where I put the line up to here, I do tend to do this, but the problem is that a lot of the times when the range is too short, right? When the range is too short, or if it even breaks below, which is most of all, not that it's too short, but if the range breaks below that 0.61 level, that shows, okay, the price is not respecting this range. What if we put the range a little bit back more? Where is it at now? And then you can see a pattern. You can see that the price is respecting that 0.50% level, because as long as the prices don't go extremely below the 0.50 but are tending to respond in that area, then it can rebound. And what ended up happening, the price went up. If we look at a different stock like Bank of America, you can see that these sequences happen quite often. Point A all the way to point B. Or should I put the line up to point B? Really at the point where the prices, you've seen that they stopped and respected, and they went to the other direction. In this case, the price perfectly respected the 0.50 level. This shows the correlation with the 0.50 level, how strong it is. And we can keep tracing this. Now, if the price keeps coming down, am I going to continue to trace this level downward? No. What I would do first is I'd keep this level as it is, but I'd move it down. This is a new trend. The price went up. Now it's gaining momentum and it's going down. That's why I keep it up to recent prices. But you have that case where I showed you before that if the price does exceed the 0.50, 0.61%, then I go to a wider range like that to see if the price is respecting the overall range. Okay, the price didn't respect here because it didn't go to the 0.50 to the 0.61. All these other levels like 0.23, 0.38, I don't look at them. They're not reliable. The only reliable areas are 0.50 and 0.618. If the price just kept going down, so what I would do is I just keep it here, just all the way to point A. And when there's a new A area where the price went up, then you go down. So let's see. Here you go. It respected the 0.61% level and it went down. And then you do it again. You just go to this new trend area. Let's see if it respected it. Okay, so in this case, it went past it. So what I would do is I just keep it wider and see if it does respect it. And you can see it did. Over here to here, it respected 0.61% level. You can see that this is pretty powerful. This is a great indicator to use for reversal indications. So that's the power of using Fibonacci retracement levels. And the great thing about this indicator is that you can use this in stocks, in crypto, forex, futures, whatever. That's the great thing. You can use this just in any charts, and you see how powerful it is. All right, so now this is one of the very few strategies that I have in all my arsenals. We are going to have a webinar this weekend talking about this indicator in so much more depth, with many more examples, and how you can actually utilize, open account, use a strategy to your full advantage, and make a lot of money doing these sort of setups. We are going to talk about that in this weekend with other sort of indicators as well. Okay, hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next time. Don't forget to beat the hell out of inflation. All right, see ya.